Floyd Mayweather Jr. Gervonta Davis will knock Ryan Garcia into next year. Oscar De La Hoya says the fight will do $2 million plus. What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Cardinal Red Sports. Let's talk about it. All right, so the big homie Floyd Mayweather. If you like him, you like him. But he's the one who really brought Gervonta Davis to the table. He put Gervonta Davis really in the limelight. I won't say he made Davis into the fighter that he is, because to be honest with you, I wasn't really following Floyd Mayweather or his fighters back when Gervonta Davis was first introduced. So I don't know who really brought Gervonta to the table and who actually made him into the type of fighter he actually is today. I only picked up on Gervonta Davis later on once he started, getting on his road and having such a high knockout ratio. Then I kind of picked up on him and started following him a little bit more. Even though I still kept an arm's distance because of the whole Mayweather thing, I didn't really want to invest time into him because I'm like, this guy's probably going to end up acting like Floyd Mayweather. But as time went on, you got to see the evolution, and you got to see Gervonta Davis evolve into his own personality. And you got to like everything about Gervonta, except maybe the women's apparel. Everything but that, you got to like, what Gervonta Davis does, man. As far as in a boxing ring, his personal life is his personal life. But as far as what he does in the boxing ring, he is the epitome of what I think Ali would be if Ali was in today's boxing. Minus the mouth, minus the lip, I think all the showmanship of Gervonta Davis is exactly what Ali would bring to the table if he was still in boxing today. But Floyd Mayweather predicts the fight. Floyd Mayweather says that he thinks Gervonta Davis will knock Ryan Garcia into next year. He said he's not going to wake up until next year. and that's kind of funny and crazy at the same time to say something like that. But I would have to agree. I don't think Ryan Garcia really stands a chance in this fight. I think it's going to be another big victory for Gervonta Davis. This will probably end up being his biggest victory yet, even though I think he's had better competition than Ryan Garcia. But everybody keeps talking about Ryan Garcia like he's the best competition that Gervonta Davis has faced up with up until now. And I don't agree with that at all. I actually think he's faced better competition. I just don't think he's faced as popular of competition because of the whole Instagram thing that comes along with Ryan Garcia. I think a lot of people who are saying this is the biggest fight of Gervonta Davis's career are only basing that off of Ryan Garcia's Instagram fame, man. I don't agree with that, man. I think that's kind of why boxing is in the dumper. It's because of people saying silly stuff like that. Like, He's his biggest fight, not because of his record or because he's good competition. He's his biggest competition he's his biggest fight because of his Instagram fame. Like, get real, man. I actually think that Mario Barrios is probably his biggest competition up until that point. I think that was his toughest fight. Even though he beat the crap out of Barrios. That was probably his toughest fight up until this point, and his best rounded competition. I'm pretty sure people who have watched Gervonta Davis since fight one could probably pull a better name out of the hat. Like, well, he fought this guy. This guy was much better than that guy. And I would have to go do my research on who that person is and then compare him to Mario Barrios, who I actually think is his best competition. Barrios just wasn't as famous as Ryan Garcia, and that goes to show you that in boxing there's a disconnect because people think that fame actually makes you a good fighter. Go figure. You know, it has nothing to do with your real boxing skills. But if you got 10 million, 20 million, 30 million Instagram followers, you gotta be a great boxer. Because they wouldn't follow you unless you was a great boxer, right? You know, and that's crazy, man. It's crazy that people actually think like that. I think that's what's going to walk Ryan Garcia straight into the buzzsaw. And he's not going to see Gervonta Davis for the real lights out competition that he is. And I don't think he's really ready for that. I think he should have took, you know, maybe 1 more year, 2 more years to fight some stiffer competition. And I'm talking about Ryan. He should have fought some stiffer competition before getting in there with Gervonta. But it is what it is. I guess at some point you got to test yourself. And who's a better test than Gervonta Tank Davis? But if he takes a loss in the meantime, like I said in the past, I don't think it's going to be that bad. I think Ryan Garcia does have upside, but he just needs to be built up a little bit more as far as stiff competition. And I think he's still going to have a good career, similar to what I said in the past about, you know, Canelo Álvarez. I think he's the Canelo Álvarez of today. If you would have put, you know, Canelo in there with Gervonta Davis and Gervonta Davis beat him, then I think Canelo would have still had a good career. And I think the same thing about Ryan. I don't think Gervonta Davis beating Ryan Garcia is somehow going to, you know, end his career quickly. I just think that he's going to finally realize that Gervonta Davis is the truth. The man can punch, he can box, he's a ring technician, and he has a pretty good sellable personality to boot. Now, when it comes to what Oscar De La Hoya said, this fighter do 2 million plus buys, I think Oscar has the problem again.
Gator never been about that. Never been about playing no shit.
No, I'm just joking, man. But I think Oscar's he's tripping a little bit, man. I don't think Oscar's in touch with reality when he says stuff like that. You can always hope for that, and I think he would hope for that, and he would hope that many people actually tuned in, but to sell that many pay-per-views, I don't think it's possible, man. I really don't think it's possible. I think if Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather got it back on again, they might do some stupid numbers like that, but I don't even think that's possible in the sport of boxing ever again. I think 1 million is reaching, but it's possible, you know. But I think that's what everybody should be shooting for. And then once we get some guys hitting that 1 million buy mark, then you can start shooting for the 2 millions and plus. But I think Oscar's just he's just being hopeful and tripping it a little bit. I think that's it for now. Hit that like button for me. Share. Subscribe. Holler at me on all social media platforms. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. More than likely to get a response on the tube. So holler at me over there. If you want to collabo in my Gmail, flockofcards@gmail.com. And we are
I'm on my mind. Illuminati want your mind, soul, and your body. You want a red bone hottie and a Maserati. Is that a fur trade? I was in 3rd grade, writing down mean. Now I'm as clean as your maid. Get these bitches wet, they some mermaids. Take a survey, they all prefer K. EYZ, still in the money. I'm a Louisville legend and I'm still in my 20s. Super cool, wind chill in the 20s, but I still pack heat. I can make it feel sunny. So you can rock a white beater when I'm mobbing through. But be safe and bring your coat and your toboggan too. I'm out of here. I'm on my mind. 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 Where you from, nigga? I would clown your ass, but you can't get smart with a dumb nigga. Dumb nigga, I would shank your ass, but you can't knife fight with a gun, nigga. If Louis Keys did it, it's a damn banger. Tape on the 38 like a jam banger. To this rap shit, I ain't